You crying?
Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Rollback Reviews, and this time we're going to be reviewing the one and only Gojo Satoru himself. Now, for those of you that have watched Jujutsukaisen long enough, Gojo Satoru is kind, he's caring, he's a teacher to all, like Yuji, Yuta, Megami, and is the strongest person in the entire verse of Jujutsukaisen, even if the plot demands that this man be defeated, which honestly is the dumbest shit that's ever happened to the series. But moreover, this guy knows his shit. This guy is definitely one of the big G's of the series. I mean, the guy has his whole funeral set up back in Japan and probably in America as well. But you know how America is. So yeah, it's unfortunate that Gojo Satoru had to die for the plot. Not because he's just too powerful, but for the simple fact that Akutami wanted him to go. And there's nothing we can really do about it, but just, I don't know, just sit on the sideline and just wait. But anyways, we're going to be talking about Gojo Satoru and how his powers, his ideology, and his way of teaching and seeing the potential of others lesser than him has managed to change society forever, both in Jujutsukaisen and our world. And a character that's overpowered done right. When we first look at Gojo Satoru, we sort of just see an overpowered character that can basically handle everything, even if that said everything was a struggle. To them, he's like a god amongst many, but to us, he's just your local dude that's just passing by and hoping to pass on his powers, or rather, to pass on his teachings and potential to other people, to do great things in life, to help people, to save people, and for most of all, to ensure that nobody has to go through the same things he's gone through, in which the Jutsu society would not accept. For they will not accept someone like Gojo Satoru that basically has the power to just basically wipe them all off if he wanted to. And Gojo doesn't want to do that. For Gojo, if he does that, then nobody will show respect. Instead, they will fear him, for he is somebody that would just cause mayhem. And that right there is something that the Jutsu society does not want Gojo to do, for they see the other students as nothing more than just a liability. And the students at the Jutsu High, they know of this, which is why when Gojo Sensei was sealed, they had the choice of either just blindly following orders and act like puppets, or create their own path and defy it. And then, if they wanted to, they could just put an end to it all. Because who wants to be a slave to a system that just doesn't respect you, or see you as less as human and more so as a curse tool, something they use to basically hype up their ego and ultimately give them financial wealth. Gojo sees that, and his students eventually see that as well, which is why they order executions of both Yuji, Megami, and Maki, because of the simple fact that these three have defied their orders, just like Gojo Sensei. In society, we always see everything around us as ever-changing, and yet we don't change it by ourselves, because our life is normal, and that if things in our life are normal, then we wouldn't change, right? But at the same time, outside of our life, something is changing, and eventually we have to find ways to change ourselves, even if we have to defy what society requires us to do. But unfortunately, there are times where our strength and our ability to change our fate is never enough, and we always end up back where we were. So it gets us to a point to where we question ourselves of whether or not can we really have control over our life, and if so, can we have the ability to control our strength and save others who are also struggling. Even those that don't have the same blessing as us will still do Because at the end of the day, or someday, they will become just as strong as us because of our impacts. The ability to change our lives, the ability to change the world around us, for the simple fact that we see the potential in each and every one of us, even in ourselves. And that's the message behind JJK's most powerful character, is that if you don't have anybody on your side that is inspired by your own strength and the ability to do great things in life, you're often going to end up with those who are not going to succeed and end up falling on the same path that you almost took. And that same path was just blindly limiting yourself for the benefits of other people who do not have the same specialty as you. When I look at overpowered characters like Superman, Goku, Makima, and Gojo Satoru, they're the type of people that understand and understand the power structure behind their powers and how their very existence changes the world around them. And that even though this sort of power leaves them feeling a little bit lonely, they always have people that appreciate them and strive to become just as strong as them. Even if they will never be able to reach on the same level as them, the fact that they're trying every single day to ensure that people are safe around them, just by believing that someday they can reach the same power as you, it's just in of itself inspiring. Whether it is becoming a firefighter, police officer, doctor, lawyer, or someone that just goes around, cleans up other people's houses, the fact that your willpower is strong enough to take on any of these tasks every single day is proof enough that the weak can be strong, and that the strong can teach the weak how to become even stronger than themselves. And that is why Gojo Satoru is by far, not even by far, my absolute favorite overpowered character of all time. And he is truly the strongest of them all. Not by power, not by physical abilities, but just by being able to see other people's potential and the goodness they can bring.